Okay, what's up, guys? I am doing my first Amazon Flex today. I have been, like, my application has been completed for about a week and a half now, but due to my job, I haven't been able to pick up anything. So I picked up today and Thursday, but today is my first day delivering, and I wanted to document it because I've been or recorded, whatever. But I've been watching a lot of videos, and it's really had me interested or whatever. So I was like, let me just put mine and see. But now look, so this gonna be my first day, and I just wanna let y'all know how it go and how I see everything. I feel like I got from everybody I done seen, I feel like now I got a little way that I can do it that might make it better. But I'll let y'all know that later. But right now I'm on my way. It's gonna take me a little while. I'm on my way to the station to pick up my block, my 3-hour block today from 5 this evening. So I don't know how that's gonna go either. That's a little tricky too, because I heard different things about the evening blocks. But anyway, that's the only thing I could do. So I'm gonna see how this gonna go. Is it gonna be like I thought it would be? So I'll let y'all know once I pick up at the station. I'll let y'all know how I go at the station. I don't know, I'm scared to record at the thing. I might, but just in case, I'll be back after I pick everything up and let y'all know how it is. All right, y'all. So I'm back, and believe it or not, it's the next day. Okay. When I went to the station, when I got to the station, I wanted to just hurry up and, get everything. It's my first day, so I wanted to hurry up and get everything together and go ahead and start. So, I wasn't able to record, so because by the time I got done, it was, dark outside. So, like, I could not finish my videos. So, I wanted to come back and let y'all know. Okay, so when I got in the Amazon station, the line that I was in wasn't very long. It wasn't too crazy. I had to get in the line, and you tell them what time you got to be there, and they send you through a door, dock, or whatever you want to call it. So you drive up in the warehouse. You got to put on your blinkers. Drive up in the warehouse, follow the line, and then you pull up to a cart, order, for 3 hours or whatever. So pull up to my order, my 3-hour block order, whatever. So I gets out, had to check in, and they had to scan my license or whatever. So I went, and by the time I started to scan my packages, I decided, because I was looking at a lot of videos, I figured that I kind of had it down pat. I mean, they knew it was my first day. They didn't give me any pointers or nothing. So I scanned everything, and by the time after I finished scanning all my packages, I had 27 packages total. By the time I finished scanning all the packages, I started to put them in order. So the guy working in there, he was like, what are you doing? And I was like, putting my packages in order. And he was like, nah. I was like, what? I can't put my packages in order? He was like, yeah, but not in here. He was like, you messing up my line, my time or whatever. I got to get the rest of these cars. You see this line or whatever? I'm like, he was extra. But I was like, okay, so I can't, can I do it when I get out there? He was like, yeah, you can do it out there. You can't do it in here. So I was like, all right, cool. So I got there at 5 o'clock. My block started at 5:15. I got there at 5. By the time I went in, I picked up everything. After I tried to put it in order, I just threw everything in the car. And when I pulled out, I went to start putting everything in order by the itinerary, which is you don't even have to go to anything to get it. Once you get there and you hit arrive and get your ID scanned, your itinerary pops up. After you scan everything, your itinerary pops up for each address. So I was like, okay. So I wanted to try to put things in order, and some of the stuff won't matching up. So I was like, I felt like I was wasting so much time. So I put it in order the best way I could. I didn't have that many packages, so I didn't feel like I would be that confused. So I put it in order the best way I could, and I headed out. By the time I started pulling out, it was 5:15. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm starting right on time. So I pull out. I go to my first stop. By the time when I get to my second stop was an address 13001 whatever street. And it said 2 packages. Now the packages that I had remotely close to that it was not 13001, but it was close. 13005 and 13009. So I'm like, this is a mess up. They messed up. It was it's not right. So I was like, you know what? So I won't waste time. I'm gonna skip it. Skipped it. So the first problem I ran into was I did not realize every time I had to deliver a package, when I scanned it, I thought I was just scanning the bag or the box. I had to scan the TBA. So I was having problems doing that because I didn't know exactly what I was scanning. And I realized I do have to scan the TBA. So my first problem was, it was a customer. He was outside and to get his package. So instead of me taking a picture, I had to hand it to him. But it was taking me so long to scan it, I felt stupid, and I didn't want to stand there, waste the man's time. So I gave him the package, and I went to the car, called customer support. And customer support was excellent. I called them about 3 or 4 times yesterday, maybe even 5. And every time I called them, they helped me within minutes. Whatever my situation was, it wasn't a long time. They weren't confused. They helped me. So that was cool. But I called them, and I got a guy on the phone or whatever, and he instructed me on how to do it. I told him what happened. I gave the customer the package, but I didn't get to scan it. So I had to go in manually, and he gave me the TBA number to type it in manually. So that was cool. That was in the help section when you're supposed to scan it. So that was cool. Now, my second thing was, I had hella apartments, y'all. Like, I had mad apartments, and I was like, yo, it's crazy because I was delivering in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I live in the outskirts, so I don't know Charlotte like that. So it was already crazy. And the apartments, apartments are confusing. If you deliver anything, and I deliver full time for another job, if you deliver anything, apartments is crazy. So I was having a hard time. I had to call customer support about the apartments a couple of times because they want you to put it in the locker. First of all, you can't put it in the locker because that's where the mail go at, and that you're not supposed to put anything in the mailbox. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even want to do that because, first of all, you got to have a key, and it was just too much. So I delivered my apartments to the door, but it was hectic trying to find exactly where they were in these big, huge communities with these tall apartments with. And they got the freaking address on a little plaque like this on a huge building. So I was like, whatever. So the apartments was crazy. And I don't know if, because I picked up an evening, that's what it be like, or that's how it's gonna be. I heard some other videos where people were saying that the evenings was more like problem packages where somebody couldn't deliver it earlier, or they ran into situations. I didn't have anything like that where I had any problems, but I did have a bunch of freaking apartments, and I don't know if that comes with the evening or what, but that's what I had. And and the GPS was good. The GPS was overall, I give it a 90 because now one time I had to call a customer because it was saying go straight, and there was a gate that was locked. I couldn't get through the gate to get to the community. So I had to call the customer. The customer said I had to go back out to the main street and make a right at the next street. So that was kind of crazy. It was off. But once I get there, I did run into that gate, but I had to go on the other side anyway. And then that's the one problem I had with the GPS. And another one that kind of irked me, and I had to call customer support, was when I went to deliver a package, it was telling me I wasn't in the right area of the address. I was too far away, and I was at the door. So I was so confused. So I had to call them, and it took her a second to go ahead and fix it for me, and I went ahead and delivered it. So the GPS wasn't that bad. I'm not even going to front on GPS. I heard negative things about it. For me, my experience, it wasn't bad. But yeah, I ran into so many problems with them apartments that the last time I talked to her, I was like, customer support, I said, listen, I got like an hour left, and I got hella packages. You know what I'm saying? I had only delivered a couple packages, and I had an hour left. So I was like, now what happens if I don't get this all delivered in my allotted time? And she was like, well, if that be the case, what you can do at the end of your block, if you want to, you could just bring the stuff back, take it back to the station. Or you are allowed to deliver up until 9 o'clock. And you can call customer support after you're done and ask for additional payment. whatever, for your time, due to the situation. She was like, and I also have to send an email after I get customer support to put one in for me. She said typically they do accept them, they do it, but it's not a guarantee. So I was like, okay, so because I'm in my mind, I'm not going back. You know what I mean? Not that it's so much out of the way. I just didn't want to go back. I just didn't want to. I wanted to do everything right. So I was like, okay. So I'm delivering, going. I kept going. Imagine I had to go back to the first one. While I had the last rep on the phone, I told her about the situation with my second stop where the addresses was off. And she was like, well, that's a, she said, okay, I know what you're talking about. That's the Amazon hub. She was like, I said, I'm going to go back and deliver it after I'm done. She was like, okay, so when you get there, call back so we can walk you through it. So I was like, okay. Now, I had skipped that, and I got down to the one packet before the last one. So before I get to that one, then it starts taking me to the address to my last one. When I tell y'all that last stop was 20 minutes away, I was like, really? All the rest of them was like, the most I had was like 10 minutes away. You know what I'm saying? And what most of them was like 5, 3, 7, little stuff like that. So I wasn't tripping, but that one was 20 minutes. I was like, yo, it have to be 20 minutes when I'm trying to beat the time or whatever. So I got to that one about 8 o'clock. And then I had to drive, 15 minutes back to the first address, 13001. So when I pulled up there, I started to call customer support. Well, while I was calling them, I started to look at the notes. And the notes said that Amazon Hub was in the laundry room of the apartment complex. And it gave me the code. So the phone just ringing for customer support. So I was like, you know what, forget it. They ain't gonna pick up. So I figured I had it. So I went ahead and put the code in, went to the laundry after I had to walk around and find it. But it won't that serious. I found it and I put in the code. I got in there, y'all. Couldn't find a light, so it was dark in there. But it was kind of neat. It was my first time encountering Amazon Hub. Never had seen one before. And they have basically these lockers. In the middle of the lockers, it has a little scanner sticking out of it. So what I had to do was scan my packages in, let them know I got there, and I scanned my packages in, and I had to scan the barcode with my phone and off of the little thing. And once I scanned the packages in, though, a locker opens just automatically. Well, not automatically, but it opens so I could put for the right size. Since I had a big one and I had a little small one, so open for the right size for me to put it in. That was kind of dope. It was kind of cool. So overall, y'all, my block was from 5:15 to 8:15, and I just knew, I'm gonna knock this out in 2 hours. I do this, I deliver, I'm good, I know what I'm doing. Sure, honey, yeah, I got done at like 8:40, like literally 20-25 minutes after my block was done. But I got them done before 9, and I didn't have to go back to the station. So overall, yeah, I feel like for my first day was kind of hard. I'm just ready to do it again so I can kind of get used to it and just see if I'll be better than I was yesterday. And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to continue to do it. It's not that bad. My first day was hectic, and I don't know if all the evenings are going to be like that, but that was my experience. And I'm going to try to document more and keep y'all updated on how it's going for me. But I'm definitely going to do it again. It wasn't that bad, It could have been worse, and I liked it. So overall, it was cool, and I'll be doing it again. But I need anybody who know anything about getting these blocks, because it's always no offers. So if y'all know any tricks, any whatever, please let me know so I can get some more. I mean, I do got a full-time job, but I do want the extra money, and I think it's interesting. I like it being by myself and doing whatever. So overall, I like it. I think it's for me, where the area I'm in, I couldn't do it full-time because it's too much competition. It's too much. I can't hardly find a block. I have my application done for a while, and I could hardly find a block. So, but that's it. I just wanted to let y'all know that it was cool, and I'm gonna do it again. All right. See y'all next time.